Hello there, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Knocks to Nuggets. My name is Oluwayomi Ute, and it's such a joy to come your way this very beautiful day. And like I will always say, can I get tired saying it? No. Thank God for the gift of life. It's because we have life that we can all be here together. And for everyone joining me live, thank you so much for giving me a share of your time. And like I will always say, you know it already. Please like the video, share it, let somebody out there know that there is something called Knocks to Nuggets. And for everyone that will watch thereafter, thank you so much for giving me a share of your time. I do not take it for granted. And I'm also asking you the same thing. Like the video, share it, let somebody out there know about Knox to Nuggets. Let's build this community together. And today, my colors tell the story. We are already in the Valentine season. Yeah, Valentine season. And we are going to be talking about love for the next 3 weeks, thereabout. I'm talking about love. And really, I have somebody in the house today. I'm so excited to have her in this house because she's a beacon of empowerment. She's a seasoned practitioner in the realm of people and systems organization, and she's known for her adept problem solving abilities that pave the way for personal and organizational commitment. She's aptly titled Queen of Premium Family Life Practice, and she's hailed as a transformational coach and has carved a distinct niche for herself. My guest today, with a professional background as a counselor, coach, and therapist, is she seamlessly blends her roles as an entrepreneur and a healing facilitator. She harnesses the power of neuro-linguistic programming, emotional intelligence, and family systems engineering to guide her clients on a journey towards clarity, healing, wholeness, harmonious, and balanced living. She collaboratively orchestrates and spearheads a multitude of professional counseling and intervention programs alongside her dedicated team. I know what hits me about her most is her selflessness. She's so selfless. I mean, every day I'm learning from her. Her profile is long and intimidating, but I can tell you this for free. Amidst her numerous accomplishments as a family life innovator, she remains grounded in her devotion to the family and the home front, where one of her favorite things is to cook and home entertain. This made her take a certification course in kitchen operations techniques at the prestigious Utali College, Nairobi, Kenya. Her ardent belief in nurturing upcoming generation for life and leadership fuels her commitment to make a lasting imprint on their spheres of influence. Her personal philosophy embodies the pursuit of a life filled with multifaceted impact, leaving an indelible mark on the tapestry of time. She is a remarkable luminary, and she's married to Oluwafemi Bernard, and their union is blessed with three remarkable trailblazers. Her journey stands as a testament to the profound influence one can wield when guided by unwavering passion, wisdom, and commitment to transformative change in with God at the center of it all. Ladies and gentlemen, join me to bring up to the Knox Nugget lectern, Ayo Lawrence. Hey, good to
Thank you
have you
so
in the
much.
house.
Thank you. As I was getting ready, I was like, should I come in red? I said, you know what? Let me just not be conventional today.
Yes, yes. But there's a touch of red right behind you.
I
So,
know. Thank
wow.
you so much. Thank you so much. It's such a
Thank you
pleasure to be
so much.
here.
I know we have a very short time to have this conversation, but I'm also glad that we have a continuation next week. And I
Yes.
just want to hit it straight at you, Ayo. We're in the season of love, and everybody's talking about love. In a few days from now, the roses will fly, the gifts will fly. I mean, the dinner dates, all of those things will go on in celebration of Valentine's Day. Question: is love enough?
Yeah. And thank you for asking me this question. Is one question I keep, you know, hearing people. Is one question that keep people keep throwing at me from time to time. And one of the things I've come to understand is when a question keep coming up, that means people want to really, really know and have answers, to those questions. And this happens to be one that, come up again and again and again. I'd like us to start by even defining what love is. Because if we don't know what love is, then we can't say it's enough or not enough. And I try to do a bit of going into the dictionary to find out what it means, what love means. And it's a deep or intense affection for something or someone, a deep, intense affection for something or someone. So I can actually say, oh, I love roses. Oh, I love this style of cloth or dressing. I love that person. I love this person. So when I deeply or intensely have affection for something or someone, then that means I love that thing. Um, I also am aware that we have different types of love, love of God to us, love between parents and children, siblings, and all, then love between partners, as it were, maybe a husband and wife, yes, partners. So we have the agape love, which is God to us. We have the filial love, between family and all. Then we have the eros love between husband and wife. So these are the things around love and all, the definition and the different types. So let me just go straight into your question because I know we have such a limited time to look at this together. Is love enough? Is love enough? Um, Usually, I tell people that love, which I've defined as that deep and intense affection towards someone, is a fantastic place to start. So we
Mm,
cannot take love out of whatever we want to discuss today. We cannot even take love out of life because ideally, all that we're doing should stem from a place of love. Is it our work? Is it our business? Even as a relationship that we're really looking at today, it should stem from that place of love because that's when we will be able to do it effectively and efficiently. So, love is that fantastic place. Love is that foundation, you know, wherein every other thing that I'll be talking about this morning can be added. So if you say, oh, I have an intense or a deep affection for something or for someone, we're looking at, between people today, for someone, that's great, that's fantastic. But we need to understand that as we go through life, things
mm,
happen. And if you're just staying on that, oh, I have an intense affection for this person, you'll find that outside after some time, you won't be able to go further.
mm.
So, what are those things that you need to add to this love that we say is very, very important? What are those things? The first thing that I would want to talk about this morning is purpose. Purpose. So, why is it in the first place that you decided to come together? Yes, you have this intense affection for this person, but when you don't have a purpose for which you're coming together in the first place, there's going to be a problem. There's this saying that when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. So even if you say, oh, I love this person, but there is no purpose, guiding the two of you, the relationship, there's nothing that you're holding us on to say, oh, this is the reason why we are in this relationship together. You find out that it's a matter of time. Things will begin to happen. I say, no, you know what? Stay on your own. I stay on my own. So purpose is very,
Wait,
very. Very important.
Ayo, before you go on, while you were talking and you moved to purpose, a question just kept talking. I wanted to leave it till later, but I couldn't get over it. Love is that deep, intense affection for someone. Does love come automatically? You just see somebody, you just love the person. Is love built? Is love developed? Or is it just that feel that jumps on you and you have no control over it?
Yes, thank you so much, Ma. Love is developed over time, and it
Mm,
comes from a place of friendship. A lot of people that say, "Oh, I saw her and I love her," that's infatuation, love at first sight, because you don't really
mm,
even know this person. And I think a lot of people fall in this era of infatuation. You've not gotten to really know who this person is. You're not friends with that person. You just know the person from afar, and you just feel, oh, I just love the way she talks. I just love the way he's built. It's far beyond that, because
mm,
a lot of things happen. Life happens for us, and we have to understand that love is something that has to be cultivated. You have to be able to, have be in friendship with this person and not just think, oh, it will just happen. Oh, I'll continue to love her. Oh, it will just, I just love her. I just saw her and that's it. No, you've got to be friends. And I know that quite a number of people, you know, walked in this era. For someone like myself and my husband, thank God for understanding now. We were one of those people in those days, that didn't really cultivate friendship. We just
mm,
were in the days of, oh, God said, and let us
mm,
just get married. Everything will be all right as we go along. We weren't really friends, and it stretched us in our relationship until we began to understand that there is a place, for us to cultivate this relationship, to intentionally and actively work on our relationship. It was a really, 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 really tough one. We were able to mask it. We were able to just, manage, manage, manage,
mm,
manage, manage.
mm,
But
mm,
until we began to look at the truth in the face and say, you know what, Ayo, Femi, these are the things you need to do to ensure that this relationship, the test of time, you know,
mm,
it was tough. It was tough. It
mm.
was tough.
Mm, mm, mm. Thank you very much. So, yes, I hear you. Love is great. Love is a must. Love is a fantastic place to start. Love is cultivated, it's not infatuation. But thank God for the foundation of love. We need to add some things to love to make relationships work. And the first one you are talking about is purpose. So, yes, let's go on with you and purpose.
Yes. Let me see.
Yes, so I'm back with you.
Yes, okay. I was actually wondering whether it's my end or your end.
I can hear you clearly.
You can hear me clearly. Okay. Let me do something. I'm not too sure if it's my end or your end. Let me see if I change my network because I think it's lagging a little bit. Just a minute.
Okay. So while she's changing her
Yeah.
network and sorting out that, if you're on this
Hmm.
call and you have been wondering, what is all these things about love? I'm glad you're hearing it. And the truth of the matter is, love is important. You can't remove it from anything you're doing, business, family, relationship, whatever. Love is important, but
Okay.
love is just not enough. So back to you, Ayo.
Yes, you can hear me. You can see me now, I guess.
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. So I decided to just change my network. Okay, so we've talked about purpose. Why exactly did we decide to come together in the first place? And I mentioned the fact that when the purpose of a thing is not known, definitely there's going to be abuse. So the two individuals who are in this relationship need to understand the reason why they are even in that relationship in the first place. And I like to even extend it even to let's say even married family relationship. Why is my daughter in this relationship with me? Why is my son in this relationship with me? Why is my husband, why am I in this relationship with my husband? So it's important we know the why. And the why question is one question I always encourage people to ask, because when you ask the why question, it helps you to be able to unravel a lot of things would have been unclear if it is not asked in the first place. So, purpose, why exactly are we coming together? Very important. In addition to that, love, that you have as a foundation, it has to be clear what you are doing in that relationship. Another thing you need to also add to love and, purpose is vision.
Mm.
That clear picture of the future that you see. It has to be clear to the two of you. It has to be clear to the people you're in relationship with. Let's say even it's even a family relationship now. The children needs to know, where are we going? The husband, the wife need to be clear on that future that they see. It's not that the husband is saying something else and the wife is saying something else. If that is happening, there's division already. So that picture has to be clear to the two of them. We are going in this direction, and these are the things we want to achieve as a family. And in addition, even to vision, you need to have your values. What are those things that would help you to be able to achieve that vision that you see? So we have values such as love, we have values. Some people have play as their value, some people have fun as their value, some people have innovation as their value, integrity, whatever it is, that stands out for you, that if you bring it into your relationship, it's going to help you to be able to get to that future that you see with ease. The two of you need to be able to discuss. The man needs to be able to bring that in, the woman needs to be able to bring it in, and the two of you are able to align all this so that the people who are seeing you, even as the children come into the picture, they know exactly what you stand for. They know exactly that, oh, I love my mom and my dad, they love themselves. But in addition to that, they also have these things that guide them. They have fun, they have play, they have integrity, they have friendship, whatever it is, they have excellence. And all those things help them to be able to achieve the best in their marital relationship. I've talked about purpose, I've talked about
Vision,
vision, I've talked about
value.
values. I want to talk about understanding.
Mm.
Understanding is good judgment based on knowledge. So the husband knows the wife knows the husband, and they're able to make good judgment as regards each other. There's this saying that I always refer to when I have to talk about understanding. We have the 7 habits of highly effective people. And one of the habits therein says that seek to understand and then to be understood. So if the husband seeks to understand the wife and the wife seeks to understand the husband, at the end of the day, this issue of, oh, he does not understand me, she does not understand me, will not be there, because the two of you have intentionally sought to understand each other. So, yes, you love yourselves, but if you don't understand, you know, one and each other, if you don't understand each other, it's going to be very difficult for you to keep on in that relationship.
Mm.
Because understanding will help you to be able to say, okay, what is my husband's personality? What is what are his love, love languages? Which one ranks the highest out of, the love languages that I've highlighted? What are his dislikes? What are the things that he loves or she loves? All this come from a place of understanding. So the two of you need to intentionally seek to know, you know, each other, intentionally seek to have a good judgment of each other from a place of knowledge. Because if you don't understand each other, you will just keep stepping on each other's toes. And like we know, we are all work in progress.
Mm-hmm.
So understanding is something that you won't be tired of regarding your spouse.
Mm.
You
Mm.
won't be
Mm.
tired of regarding your spouse. What makes her to talk like this, or what makes her to behave like this? What are those things that makes him, to be excited? What are those things that make him to really be on top of whatever he has to do? It's important to have understanding of your spouse. um so we've talked about purpose, we've talked
Yeah.
about values, vision, we've talked about understanding. Let's look at what we call fitness, your routines and your rituals. What are those things that you both intentionally engage in to ensure that the marriage relationship or the relationship you're in stays together? We have to be intentional. Nothing just happens just like that. You have to be able to say, these are the things that we do as a couple that helps us to be able to stay together as one. So, do you exercise together? Do you go on a walk together? Do you have date nights? You know,
Mm.
those things that you know has helped you in the past in keeping your relationship together. You need to ensure that you continuously engage them and you review from time to time such that the relationship continuously stays rich and appealing. It doesn't become transactional. It is no longer, oh, have you paid the NEPA bill or a PHCM bill or the electricity bill? Have you paid the children's school fees? Oh, have you gone on the PTA meeting? No. What are those things that is, the two of you love to engage in together?
Mm.
I've mentioned date nights. I've mentioned you can decide to have movie nights together. You can decide to go on a walk. You can decide to exercise together. You have to know those things. And like I mentioned, it comes from the place of intentionality. How
Mm.
intentional are the two of you?
Mm.
How
Wow.
intentional are the two of you? I think I would want to stop here in case you have
Yes.
questions you want us to, ask around
Yes.
this where we meet, because I know we still have another
We still
get
have one more
one more
session. Yes.
session. Yes, next week by God's grace. Then we can now
Yeah.
look at other things that we can add to love, to
Mm.
ensure that the relationship is a rich, rich one.
Yes, thank you so much, Ayo. You said so much, and I've just been writing. And the truth is, love is that foundation, is that bedrock, but we have to build on it. And you have given us so many building blocks today. One is purpose, the second, vision, the third, values, the fourth, understanding, and the fifth, fitness. I know we'll go into others next week, but before I let you go, under understanding, and I pray you can do it in another like 1 minute. Under
Okay.
understanding, it talks about knowing yourselves, seek to understand, and bend to be understood. And one of those things to use to understand yourself is knowing your love languages. I know there are five of them. Can you just touch on those five in like 1 minute?
Okay, I'll try to do that. So we have acts of service, we have words of affirmation, we have gifts, we have quality time, and we have physical touch. So let me just take, the five of them quickly. So we have acts of service. So we have people who want to be served, and this service is they don't want to tell you. They want you to be able to see a need for you to just support them in that area. So maybe they're in the kitchen, they want you to just come in and just say, oh, bring the onions, let me cut for you, without they having to say, oh, sweetheart, please, I need help with, cutting some onions here. Though there are people like that. Or maybe if it's the guy, maybe he's working maybe in the on a particular thing, and he just wants you to come and just lend a hand without him having to ask you. So we have people like that, acts of service. We have words of affirmation, you just complimenting the person. Oh, you look great, your hair looks fantastic, without them having, so do I look good? No, they don't want to, they don't want to say that. They just want it to come, from you without them asking, for it. Then we have quality time. So not necessarily quantity, but quality. So I'm with you at this point in time. It's just us. You're looking into my eyes. You're giving me all the attention. The TV is off, or you're not fidgeting with your phone. You're just giving me that attention at that point in time. Then we have people with physical touch. So, and it's amazing when we're talking about this love languages, your love language just comes easily to you. So you have the tendency of wanting to speak your love language to the people in your life. So we have the people with physical touch. They are the ones when they are talking to you, they are touching you, they are hugging you, and they want you to also do the same. So you see them, they expect you to give them a pat on the back, to give them a hug and things like that. So the spouses or the people they are in relationship with needs to understand that. Then we have the people who love gifts. They love gifts. So not necessarily it doesn't have to be big, but it's in the thoughtfulness that comes with it. So you went out, you saw a little, maybe a small earrings for the woman or something, and you just brought it home. Oh, I saw this, and I know that you'll really love it. Or maybe it's the guy you saw a lovely tie on your way out, or maybe you're passing by a store or a mall or something, and you just brought it home. So it's that thoughtfulness that comes with whatever you're doing. And yes, it does not mean that they will not like, it does not mean that they don't like the big gifts, but it just means that the consistency and the thoughtfulness that comes with those gifts, stands out for people who have receiving of gifts as love language. So these are the five love languages: words of affirmation, receiving of gifts, physical touch, acts of service, and the last one, help me.
Quality time.
Quality time. Yes.
Yeah.
So these
Wow.
are the five love languages that we have.
Thank you so much, Ayo. Thank you so much for being on this call today. And I'm
You're
excited to say that we
welcome.
are back next week when we'll be putting the remaining five building blocks on this foundation of love. And until I come your way next week, Ayo, thank you so much for being here. I don't take
My
it for
pleasure.
granted, taking you out of your time zone and keeping you up till now.
It's
Thank you
okay.
so
Thank
much,
God.
Ayo. I'll see you next week, Monday, by the grace of God.
Amen. Amen. Have a good one.
Wow, that was so much to choose. So much from Ayo. I mean, a big shout out to Ayo. That was amazing. And I hope you took your notes. If you're listening, whether you're married or not, you need to understand these things. It's beautiful in marriage when you go in with a knowing. You are not guessing, you're not saying what will work, let's just do trial and error. No, if you put these things to work, that joke, and I call it a joke, irreconcilable differences will never come your way. Is love enough? Answer is no. Love is actually not enough. There's so much to add to love. And to love, please add purpose, add vision, add values, add understanding, add fitness, and put a pause and join me next week when we talk about the other five building blocks of a healthy relationship. It works every day, it works in every situation. And until I come your way next week in another edition of Knocks to Nuggets, still in this love season, remember, if you can think it, you can see it, you can feel it. Remember, talking about imagination, you can be it and you can have it. God bless you. See you next week. And don't forget to spread the word. Let somebody out there know about Knocks to Nuggets. God bless you. Thank you so, so much. Enjoy the rest of the day and indeed the week. Bye for now.